they're grunting. Hey, this is sick. Right. Okay, do you know what? Oh my God. Hello? Gee, are you joking me? I can't say I was too excited for the next Mario Kart after that teaser they showed us, but after seeing that trailer, good Lord, man. These next 2 months can't go by fast enough, honestly. Even if there is a rather expensive elephant in the room to address later, there was still far more good than bad to chew on in that direct. And yes, I am counting no 3D Mario as a good thing. As someone who doesn't really care about the Mario Kart rosters of the past and even the present, my one ask was either they get wacky with the roster in the next game, or they just give me my Captain Falcon and Kirby and all of my Nintendo carts, and they make it Super Smash Ultimate Mario Kart Deluxe HD 1+2. And it's safe to say I want nothing of the sort anymore. Good Lord, did they get weird with these characters, man. Yeah, Dolphin, Penguin, I saw a Sidestepper there, Quack, my new main, Pokey, Goomba? How's Goomba gonna drive? We don't care if logically they can't drive. They can be in the game. And you know what? I'm all for it. And if that wasn't enough, the open world free roaming aspect is something that I didn't think was going to light the world on fire, and I don't think it has for me, but now that I've seen it, I kind of want more, you know? Like, going back to a Mario Kart before this is going to feel very weird once this game comes out now. Not to mention all the insanely cool ways you seem to be able to drive, like grinding, wall riding, you got the planes and the boats straight from Diddy Kong Racing, come on, man. And not to mention the one mode I've been asking for ages. My favorite aspect of F-Zero 99 was the elimination aspect. And the fact that they're introducing that as a new mode in Mario Kart World, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Down to the last detail. I absolutely cannot wait to get my hands on this. We're going to have racetrack rankings, OST rankings, skin rankings, costume rankings, driving rankings. It's going to be rankings for days, gamers. Mario Kart never dies. Speaking about the courses, some of the choices were really interesting as well. They seem to be going for like a mix of nitros and retros to kind of sell us on this cohesive world aspect, which I think is very interesting. And also giving some other lesser loved tracks like your Desert Hills and your Sky High Sundays. I'm here for it. I'm willing to give them another chance, and so should you. And with a direct exclusively about this game less than 2 weeks from now, we won, gamers. We absolutely won. The other things I liked include the GameCube NSO update. Like, nostalgia be damned for a console that I have way too many memories of. It's just really nice to be able to play these games on a easy to access modern package without those insane prices that people of the modern day insist upon, you know? Being able to play Pokemon Coliseum and then just like bring my Switch 2 to someone and battle their team, it's just going to be kind of cool. I can't wait for Double Dash and Melee to become available too on there eventually, I hope. Come on, Nintendo, don't cheap out on me, okay? And stuff like Chibi Robo and Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, I'm going to be very interested to try as well. Deltarune tomorrow, more like Deltarune today. Extra chapters on launch day, good lord, so you just can't go wrong, can you? Joe Swanson's basketball looked kind of neat, although it is obviously going to be this console generation's version of ARMS, where it's going to have a very small niche fan base because its control scheme is not going to lend itself to a bit more mainstream appeal, unfortunately, but yeah, it looks kind of cool. And after years of being nothing but the butt of the internet's jokes, they showed a Silksong release year in like that near-end direct montage. They didn't even like make it a bit, you know what I mean? Like they gave Cyberpunk a bit, they gave Borderlands 4 a bit, but Silksong was just like a small little montage. I mean, I guess Silksong Bros won as well. Everyone's winning, isn't it? Even F-Zero Bros won. Good lord. It must be rough being a Star Fox fan, am I right? The other thing I wanted to talk about was the Nintendo Switch upgrades. While in theory I'm quite happy that there's a way for people who didn't play Switch 1 games to incentivize them to buy the Switch 2 variant with some extra content too, the fact that they did not mention an upgrade price is really telling. And the worst part is, I really like the way Nintendo seems to do their ports of games. You know, like with 3D World, you also got Bowser's Fury, you know, with Jamboree, you're also getting Jamboree TV, with Forgotten Land, you're also getting Star-Crossed Land place thing, but with no price shown being like a consistent theme, not across just their upgrade packs, but the console itself, has left everyone feeling very wary, because as it's been said time and time again, and I'll reiterate once more, easily the worst aspect of modern day Nintendo is the pricing. And that doesn't seem to be letting up with the Switch 2, with Mario Kart being $80 now before tax in the US. A substantial jump up from the 60, that's insane. And it's gonna be, what, £75 in the UK as well? If I wanna buy like 2 Switch games at launch, I'm gonna have to put that on my fucking credit card. That sounds insane. Oh, my wallet, Nintendo. Do you not care for the working class anymore? I mean, you used to. This is the same company that deliberately removed the backlight from their Game Boys to cut costs and save money for the consumer. The same company that used to make selected ranges of video games at affordable prices. And now you've decided to charge full price for a port of a port. Where has my little scrimbly bimbly company gone, huh? It turns out they just wanted to make money all along, sayers and so. Like, what happened to that gentleman's agreement that the entire video game industry seemed to sign, which is, yeah, the game will be full price at launch, but slowly over time, with sales and just the natural passage of time, it will go slowly more affordable so that everyone gets the chance to play it. Nintendo not having any incentive to do so, have just decided to miss the memo. I don't know, man. Ever since update on their website, the selected upgrade packs will come as an additional perk for the NSO expansion pack, which that plus the GameCube games definitely makes it a bigger bang for your buck. But no standalone price reveal is still just very worrying to me. And them being so sneaky with the price has already started to bite them in the ass as well. As of now, one day after Direct, there seems to be this rumor going around that games are going to cost $90 US. And it just turns out that people misread a screenshot from the European store where it costs 90 euros for a physical game. Crazy, yeah? This is the part where I make fun of Americans for forgetting that other countries in the world exist, but if they showcased the price in the Direct like they should have, none of this would have happened. But of course they were too scared to because they realized that would have been a massive point of backlash. They wanted all the hype that comes with a new console, but none of the downsides of showing the price. They're cowards, honestly. But hey, at least the Switch 2 has games. Same can't be said for the PS5. Kirby Air Riders looks like an interesting gambit. I didn't really play much of the GameCube one, but from what I did play, it was actually kind of fun. So it'd be interesting to have another kart racer? 2 kart races in the same year? It's crazy, Nintendo, what the hell? And Donkey Kong Bonanza looks absolutely insane. Like, I thought Smash Ultimate did a good job of really making Donkey Kong look expressive. And they seem to have made that look like child's play in comparison. Like, look at this dude. This ain't your Rareware Donkey Kong anymore. Rareware Donkey Kong is dead. Nintendo Donkey Kong is back, baby. I mean, the Switch generation is where I finally became woke on Kirby, with Forgotten Land being one of my favorite games ever. Maybe the same could be happening for 3D Donkey Kong. One thing I was actually really happy to see was a lot of third parties, which sounds weird in a Nintendo Direct, but one of the things that Nintendo's always kind of had a weird relationship was third party. Like, a lot of people will talk about how the Wii U flopped, but whenever I see people say that, they generally tend to forget that the third-party support really lacked on that console. If you even go further back, the GameCube and the N64 were also lacking compared to its competition at the time. So seeing a Nintendo console with hefty third-party support right off the rip is honestly one of the best things you could ask for as a Nintendo fan. Especially considering they have enough pull to get FromSoft, the creators of like the Dark Souls games and the Dark Souls likes, to make an exclusive game just for their console. That's gonna get an entirely new demographic of fans to want to flock to the console even more. I've never even played a Dark Souls game before, or Elden Ring, or Bloodborne, or any of that ilk, but it's a testament to how good the third-party stuff is going to be in this console. And also, I just kind of want to play Hades 2 on this damn thing. It looks so fucking cool. And another thing that seems to have drawn the ire of some is the lack of the bigger Nintendo hitters. Like, no 3D Mario, no mainline Zelda, no Kid Icarus Uprising HD. Are they crazy? Like, I mean, a little bit. I can't say I'm not a little disappointed. Even in my full reaction, which is linked in the description if you're interested in watching, I was also hoping for at least a title card for what the next 3D Mario is, but it just makes me all the more excited for what the next Nintendo Direct is going to be. Like, it's hard for me to be upset with no 3D Mario announcement when I know that game is in the works. Like, we're going to see it eventually, be it the next Direct or worst case scenario, the one after. So it's hard for me to be annoyed when, especially considering we have such a good launch stack going on right now, you know? So you telling me you're not going to get hours and hours of fun out of punching blocks in temporary? I am going to have hours and hours of fun saying, rule Britannia. Britannia rules the waves. All I'm saying, America, is if you want to come back to the Commonwealth, better yet, no, don't actually. We don't want you back anymore. The release date is still unchanged, so that, at least you got that going for you, but goddamn, man. Imagine being a American that voted for Trump. How much do you feel right now, huh? We're all saying drop the price, and we've quickly gone from drop the price to please keep this price. I mean, we've even got Dexit-style propaganda being reused. It's amazing, right? So seeing stuff like this makes me slightly start to believe the Wii U doomsayers, you know? Those guys that are like, oh, Nintendo needs to be doing bad, and then they'll be nice to us again. And I'm just like, No, you're being stupid, but like, man. Can we at least compromise and hope that this could be like a 3DS situation where the prices are high now and then eventually once the sales don't perform as they like, they kind of start being reasonable Nintendo again? I don't think this high price that they set for the Switch 2 was made with the tariffs in mind. At least I don't think so. It seems like everyone's becoming an economist and conspiracy theorist overnight. So honestly, we don't know what's going to happen, but I'll be sure to keep you updated as things go by. Oh, well, those are just my thoughts on the Switch 2 on the day of and 2 days after the Direct. What are your thoughts as of now? I mean, we were so winning not just a couple days ago, and it seems like when it rains, it pours, huh? But either way, I'll still be buying it because in the UK, it seems to be relatively reasonably priced. So I think I'll be buying it. But if you're hesitant, I definitely understand, honestly. If there's something I can't understand, though, it's all the lovely support I've gotten from the members. I'm like, you're parting your money for little old me? The Musquire Knight, as you can see in the description, and the Royal Guard and the Wizards, you can see on the screen, scrolling right now. Are very kind of you. How many of you guys will be buying a Switch 2, huh? At launch? After launch? When they announce a 3D Mario, maybe? I don't know. But either way, let me know. Just like I want to let you know of more videos. I'll be doing much more coverage of the Switch 2 along with other stuff. There's plenty of stuff to come. Don't worry about that. So enjoy these previous videos while we wait for new stuff to come out of the woodwork. And until next time, gamers, there's your lot.